Hello, divine beings. Peace, love, abundance, blessings. AstroPapi here, and I'm doing a video today on working with the Greek god Apollo. Apollo is a spirit guide who embodies the sun, embodies solar energy. Remember, y'all, that there are other solar deities in the Greek pantheon, including Helios. But Apollo is that adolescent energy. When you think of tarot, you see the sun card, right? The little boy with the curls, the locks, all right, with the blonde hair. And he out here and about enjoying his life, living his best life, and having this ball, having this party. And that is really a lot of what these Greek deities teach you, is how to have celebration within self and how to move with flow and how to embody both the masculine and feminine principles. And Apollo really embodies that fluidity. He is both masculine, where he can fight and show up and throw hands, but he is also feminine in the way in which he loves himself, in the way in which he embodies beauty and loves beauty and has no shame about deeming himself as beautiful. So when you are working with Apollo, you are bringing in solar energy. And remember that you already have a sun inside you. That is your solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus chakra is charged when you love yourself. The solar plexus chakra is charged when you have a good sense of self-esteem. So if you are somebody where you are healing from any self-esteem issues, any lack of confidence, or any ways in which you deem yourself as unlovable, then Apollo is coming in to fill in those gaps with solar energy, with solar light. Apollo is coming in to remind you of your power, of your worth, of who you are. Apollo is coming in to bring out your inner child, that inner child creativity, that inner child self-expression. Apollo is coming in so that you can love yourself, so that you can understand that you shine bright. The only thing that stops somebody from shining bright, from embodying confidence, from attracting audiences, from just being magnetic, having magnetism, is literally how one sees oneself, self-perception. Of course, our self-perception gets tainted in this world based on our early childhood circumstances, relationships that we have gone through, societal conditioning, and Apollo is here to mend all that. Apollo is here to remind you of your own divinity. All these deities, all these different guides, they all have different medicines and principles, and being a sun god, Apollo is here to show you the sun that you are, the brightness that you are, all right? This is about feeling royal within. This is about feeling confident to express yourself, no longer dimming your own light. And I really felt a change of self-esteem, of embodying more positivity when I started working with Apollo. And a lot of it came to him showing me my inner child upbringing, my inner child triggers, and how I was deemed unlovable for who I was very early on. I was deemed as not performing masculinity all the way. And remember that Apollo embodies femininity as well, masculinity and femininity. So he taught me how to love my inner child, how to heal my inner child, and how to take him back from what has happened to him. And you can always do that. Remember that your inner child lives within you. So you can always snatch your inner child, grab your inner child's hand and be like, yo, I love you. I embrace you. I'm putting you in the limelight now. I'm giving you the ability of expressing yourself now. If you are interested in working with Apollo, then the things that he can help you with is by far self-love, the biggest thing, how to accept yourself. And he also can do beauty magic with you, which is also glamour magic. So if you want some sunshine, if you want to stand out, if you want to just, get the men's, get the ladies, get whatever you're into, whoever you're into, then what you want to do is light a yellow candle and dedicate this to Apollo. You can give him yellow candles as offerings, but when you get this yellow candle, and you can use this to move around your body, saying affirmations of self-love. I am powerful. I am confident. I am beautiful. I am divine. I am worthy. Go all over your body, say these affirmations, and then afterward, you say, in the name of Apollo, through the guidance of Apollo, through the grace of Apollo, through the light of Apollo, through the love of Apollo, I deem these affirmations to be true and radiating throughout everywhere I go. All right? That's on period. That's the ritual you got to do. Offerings that Apollo likes are yellow flowers, sunflowers, marigolds, champagne, white wine, macaroons, chocolate, baked goods. I'm hearing figs, fruit, anything that's luscious, cherries. I'm hearing fruits like star fruit as well, and lychee fruit. So get the good fruits, get that juicy stuff, and eat some with them, because when you eat with the spirit guide, or when you have a drink with the spirit guide, you're like having a cheers. And when you do that, you're also embodying more of that energy. So light that yellow candle, give him an offering, have a sip, he has a sip, and vibe out, vibe in, vibe out. When you connect with any spirit guide and you're giving them an offering and you're also participating in that ritual, have a medium of communication, whether that be meditation, journaling, or using tarot and oracle cards. You can use all of the above, and in all honesty, y'all, you need to meditate to be able to connect with these deities. You need to meditate to be able to pull messages from the astral realm. Don't think this always comes to you. And even me, as a medium, as a channel, as a natural person who just flows in and out of things like the Akashic records and people's energies, when it comes to having real, grounded, precise spiritual downloads, which are messages for me to take in, I have to meditate, and I have to journal, and I have to take it in. So this also helps me with grounding it. So if you want to have good communication with Apollo, do that. Crystals to use with working with Apollo would be yellow calcite and orange calcite. Yellow calcite brings in that energy of joy, positivity, that solar energy. Orange calcite is very much the sacral chakra, which is right under the solar plexus, which deals with pleasure, creativity, sensuality, and sexuality. You can also get citrine. Citrine is the stone of abundance and wealth. So if you have any businesses, put that there and ask Apollo to make you shine in your business, especially if you are an entrepreneur. If you're doing any rituals with Apollo, you can have the Sun card there, because that does embody his energy. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups as well. And I'm hearing write a self-love letter. Write a letter of self-love when you light this candle, all right? Write a dedication letter of self-love, because truth be told, Apollo is telling me to tell everybody here, if you want to be beautiful, you have to see yourself as beautiful. You have to see yourself as worthy. If you want to be loved, you have to love yourself. If you want to shine bright, you have to shine bright. This doesn't mean that you have to have that mindset right away, but it means that you need to change the communication that you have for yourself, and you need to give yourself more recognition. Because it is true, the same way that it's been proven that when you talk to a flower that's growing, when you give it good words, when you give it light, it grows. The same with us. We have to give our vessels light, but we also have to speak kindly to ourselves, because our cells hear our thoughts and they get programmed by our thoughts. They have a vibrational shift to what we think and also what we speak. Speak words of self-love. Speak affirmations. Apollo also likes honey. What you can also do if you want to do beauty spells is to light these near a mirror. Or if you don't have a large mirror, get yourself a handhold mirror, place it on the altar for Apollo, and hold it every time, and speak words of beauty, speak words of wisdom, speak words of self-love, I'm hearing see yourself as grandeur, grandiosity. Now, Apollo really works well too if you also do things to embody light energy. So this means wearing brighter colors. Like if you see my other videos when I talk about working with darker deities such as daemons or demons, the Goetia spirits, then you know that I'm wearing all black, because what you wear color wise really does embody these energies. And when I'm working with Apollo, I tend to wear lighter colors such as white, peach, yellow, to incorporate his energy, to incorporate that lighter tone. If I'm working, for example, with Aphrodite, who I also have a video on, I wear reds, pinks, and purples, and very light purples, lavender colors. So these help you with embodying these energies, and also for them to be able to resonate stronger with you. If you have any sort of confidence issues or anything where you have to put yourself more out there, Apollo can help with that too. Apollo can help with self-esteem. Lastly, Apollo is a muse for creatives. That includes musicians, writers, artists, photographers, sculptors, architects, anything that involves creativity. Remember, these Greek gods love that. These Greek gods will give you that creative flow, that creative inspiration, that muse. So that's pretty much it. Apollo, lastly, is an LGBT like friendly ass spirit, because the Greek gods are all fluid as hell. If you look at Greek mythology, everybody hooking up with everybody, everybody having a good time. And if you feel like you need to, what's the word, embrace your sensuality or sexuality more, regardless of what you're into, who you're into, Apollo can help with that, including like healing any wounds that deal with your sensual or sexual being. All right. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like I said everything. Because Apollo is a solar spirit, work with him during Sundays to amplify the ritual. Doesn't mean you have to, but it would amplify the rituals, especially during the daytime. You can look up the sun hour as well to empower it even further. I'm hearing noon. And he also takes oranges and grapes. I forgot to say that. Where are my tarot? I feel like channeling any last messages that Apollo might have to say. And if anybody here has any questions about working with Apollo, please let me know in the comments below. I gave y'all a ritual. I told you what he's about. And yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. But you know me, I like to be thorough with giving these spirit explanations, giving these... Ooh, oh, he got a message. Oh, he got a message. Oh, that card jumped. Okay. Apollo is going to help anybody who is going through any negative friendships and anything where it feels like, I'm hearing you might be complacent in how people treat you and how others treat you. Remember that everything comes from self-worth, he's saying. So the first card that fell out is the Six of Pentacles, which is an energy exchange. This is about having equal energy exchange. But the only way for you to have equality in your friendships, in your business, and your relationships of all sorts, including family, is for you to learn to love yourself. Take some time alone. When we talk about hermit mode and spirituality, we're talking about having fun with yourself. We're not talking about just sitting there and like thinking about some dark stuff all the freaking time. We're also talking about self-embrace, taking baths for yourself, going out in nature for yourself, taking yourself out on dates. Apollo will help you with all of that, how to enjoy your own company. We have the Five of Swords. For some reason, I feel like people who are watching this, you might be dealing with some type of betrayal or something where like a relationship doesn't feel like it's being pursued well, or it's not worth pursuing, or some type of friendships that are falling out. And I'm just hearing like your relationships will change when your relationship with self changes. The more you show up for yourself, which Apollo will teach you, the more you have an energy of healthy self-esteem. The more healthy your self-esteem is, the more people who are insidious, who are vampiric, who have a sort of like leechy energy on them, they're not going to be able to come in. So if you find yourself attracting a lot of conflict, then Apollo is not here to judge you. Apollo is here to switch it up really quickly, though. We have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords can sometimes actually be martyrdom. And that means like putting yourself down for others, sacrificing yourself for the wellness of others. All of that will go when you work with Apollo. Lastly, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I get the sense of like, for anybody who's an entrepreneur or a creative or an artist, I'm even hearing like a sex worker, and you struggle with putting yourself out there, with networking, with confidence, Apollo helps you with business. Put your business cards on that Apollo altar. For anybody here who's an entrepreneur, put that on the altar. I want to take out one last card. I know I talk a lot, and I hope y'all are enjoying this. If you do, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I just enjoy talking spirits. We have the Four of Wands, which is celebrations. Yeah, Apollo is here to show you your own self-love journey, to help you celebrate yourself more and how to give gratitude to every win in your life. Apollo is here to make you shine bright, to, you know, dust off some haters, and how to really have an energetic reset, how to come back into that solar energy, how to love yourself, how to embody more pleasure and more love. And yes, you can use them for sensuality and sexual rituals as well, which I should make a Patreon about. I don't know, would y'all like that if I did like a thoughty Patreon, like a thoughty magic Patreon? That could be fun. But anywho, y'all, that's all I have for today. If you have any questions about working with Apollo or want to talk about your experiences, please leave it in the comments below. If you want to follow me on social media, book a private reading, how to do so is on the about below. Thank you for tuning in. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. and more videos to come.